Hello everybody, this is effectunknown. We're back in our Stoneblock 2 world. Today we are going to start working on the other part of our wheat farm, since we do have a bunch of wheat and a bunch of seeds, and that is to go up one level where we have a place set out here. We got a few pictures on the wall because this is where we are going to have our cows. We're going to put a bunch of cows in here. We're going to put a machine right here that'll breed them, and then we're also going to put a machine right here that'll pull out all the babies into this small section. And then once they grow up, we're going to have a machine here that is going to take care of them, so to speak. And when they do that, we'll get not only the drops from the cows, but we'll also get some essence, and then we'll use the essence over in this room where we're gonna have our mob duplicator. That's right, we're finally gonna have ourselves a way to duplicate some mobs. So once we get some mobs that we really want some extra drops from, we can capture them in a little safari net type thing, and then we can put them in here, and we'll be able to duplicate them. So clean up some of these lights. We don't need all those lights right there. So let's go downstairs and let's make our machines and start getting to it here. So we can throw our lights back in there. So first off, we are going to need an animal feeder, and this is what we're going to use to basically put the wheat into to breed our cows. And then we have ourselves an animal baby separator. So once the cows do breed, this will pull the babies out into that small pen. That way, when they do grow up, we can use ourselves a mob crusher. That'll give us the drops from them and their essence. And then we have, we'll have this one actually. This is our mob duplicator. So once we capture a mob in, I believe it's a safari net, right? Is it a safari net or is it something different? Mob imprisonment tool. So we capture a mob in one of them, and we put it in the duplicator, give it some power, some essence, and it will duplicate the mobs for us. Kind of like our own little custom spawner that we can change out. And once they duplicate them, we'll do another crusher. And then that way we can take care of the mobs that were duplicated. So let's start off with putting our feeder right here. Now we're definitely going to want some blocks or some fence above that, just so our animals just don't decide to climb over that and out of the box. So let's see, we are going to want, I think there's a way of telling what side, front side. So is there a way to say if that's the front, that's the back? I think we need to switch it around. Right? Front side, we'll try that. I'm thinking it should be the front side. And then of course we'll put our mob crusher in there. And we'll bring our mob duplicator. We'll put him right there. And then of course we're going to have our last mob crusher right here. So we also have a bunch of conduits and other items that we'll probably want. So if we show the working area, that's not going to be too helpful. But if we put +2, we got, I think that's perfect. So if we go over here and put a +2 in there, that should show, was it the right way? I think it was the right way before. We'll have to spin it around, I guess. So we'll put the separator back and our range add-on, and then once those babies are born, will get pulled in here. And this one, should we be able to do just one? Yeah, just that small space. So we don't actually want to kill anything over there because that wouldn't be very helpful. And in here we have 1 by 1. If we put in 2, that's sort of right, but we should probably need a 3, I would guess, right? That should use that whole square. And then we would need a 3 in here. That should take care of that whole square. We don't need that one. But now what we're going to need is to run a bunch of conduit. So we are going to want... let's see, if we pick you up real quick, we're going to want it right there. So... let's see, if we run... we're going to want an item conduit. Because we are going to want to put our wheat in there. And where's our range add-on? So now we can go downstairs. We're also going to have to find a way to get some power running to these guys. Let's take care of this guy first. So we are going to want to, I think we're just going to run. We'll run it all the way down here. And then we got access to that guy. And where's the last one? Where'd you go? You are right. We dropped down without smushing any crops. Right there. Where'd you go, blue block? Do we smush it? Not sure. Fill that back in. We are going to want to run some energy conduit all along here and down there. And we're also going to need to run it. We need to run it this way too. So we'll worry about that in just a second. But we are going to basically want to pull out from... let's see, can we sneak back in here? Pull out... there we go. So we're going to want to extract. We'll leave it off for right now. And we'll run it up the wall. We're going to have to do a lot of cleanup after this. And we'll run it this way. All the way down there. And then we'll do... we're going to want to insert, because we want our wheat coming in there. We don't need anything being extracted at that spot, for the wheat at least. So that part should be good. We'll wait to turn it on once we get a few more things figured out. So this is going to need... we're going to need a fluid conduit there. And we'll come over one. So then our fluid conduit is going to go into, basically we're going to use this, this big drum. We're going to put that really big drum there. And then we can run, some other fluid conduit going out of the drum. See, we'll run it that way. And it's going to run into here. We are going to have a lot of stuff to clean up. And we'll clean out that. So that is also gonna make some essence. And then we'll put our power in right away. We run, where'd our power end off? And after that, we are going to need to clean up this floor. Or not clean up the floor, but take the floor out. Where's our axe? And we will bring it right here. So for right now, basically, we are going to put it all into just kind of this small storage crate. And then we'll kind of worry about if there's any specific things we want, since we'll probably be switching the mobs that we are duplicating in and out from time to time. So items are going to be inserted. We're going to extract the items. We are just going to extract the fluid. And you are going to be insert the fluid. What else do we have here? We need, looks like we're going to need a power running. So if we can say insert and extract, that should be fine. That way, at least if the duplicator fills up, we'll have a little bit of room for some overflow. And we have our items coming from there, running that way. And we are also going to have some items coming from there. So if we, let's extract on brown. We don't want to insert for fluid. And we could probably just grab a small chest, because it's only going to be stuff from the cows. Well, we'll grab a double chest. One double chest just to hold things like, let me see. What should we be getting? Probably leather and some beef. So let's set that up. So we don't want to extract and we want to insert on brown. So I think everything should be set up. Let's see here. We do need, I forgot, a flux point. We need something to give them all the machines power, so let's make ourselves one flux point. Guessing we're gonna need some more of these because we never have any extra. And let's see, where should we set this up? We need the power to be hooked in someplace. I guess technically we could put it there. No. I want to break you. So we need to put our power and fluid one back. Where do we want the power to sit? I was hoping we could put it someplace that it would kind of be hiding, but it does not seem like it's going to be the case. I think we're going to put it down below, just kind of in the corner. That way it's kind of hidden out of the way right here. So that'll work for now. We'll select our network. It's gonna pull out 640 because that's all the power that these conduits can pull. But once all our machines get filled up, we shouldn't have to worry about using that much after that. So now let's go ahead. Let's grab our mob imprisonment tool. We made one so we can move our cows and chickens up here since they were all down below. So if we can pull you up and we'll put you in our new home. Well, we forgot to grab some more fence posts. We don't want them running around. And that there. We'll bring this one over, and we are not gonna have enough, I guess. We do that. Put you right there. Now we should be able to take our cows. Put them on in there. Well, hello, Mr. Cow. I hope you're having a good day. So right now I think we only have about 4 cows, so we're probably going to want a few more before we start switching the babies over. Because the more grown-up cows we have, the more cows we have to basically breed. And let's see, we're going to pause for right now. And you are working. So now we can go down here. Pop back there and say always active. And it's pulling out all the wheat. And we should have probably a few babies already. Any babies? Oh. I see one. I think I see one. Yep, right there. So this is working beautifully. And so once those guys grow up, we'll leave quite a few in here. And then we'll go ahead and we can turn on our separator and make sure that all the other things are working. So while we let them grow up, let's start cleaning things up here a bit. And to cover them up, we got ourselves a painting machine. Basically what you do is make some conduit facades and you put a piece in there and say 1, 2, 3, and we got an extra one. Put that in there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And we'll need 14. Basically, this will look like the block we're replacing, but it'll allow us to cover up basically the blocks that we are the conduits. Do we have any stone? We need some stone. We'll use the rest to cover up stone because we figured there should be about 10 stone to replace. And there's our 10 stones. So let's go take a look and see how these guys work. Basically, you walk on up and you just click on them. And look at that. Doesn't look like there's anything there, but we actually do. We have our conduits running basically underneath, and you can't even tell they're there. So let's put our stone back here and we'll cover all this stuff up. And you aren't supposed to be there. Looks like we actually do need a few more stone. But we'll have to make some more. So here's our blue. And looks like we're off by one blue. And here is our blue stone. Fill you back in. You, I don't think, no, we can't cover. But we can cover you up. And yeah, we can cover this up too. Look at that. Can't even tell it's missing. We put our light back up. Oh, that doesn't work so well. That's alright. We got a couple more babies already. How many were we up to? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's let the babies grow up for right now. We're gonna pause this. Once all the babies grow up, we'll turn on the separator and we'll see if the rest of the things work. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wait for all the babies to grow up and we'll be back. All right, we're back. Well, pretty much all our cows except for one looks like it has grown up. So I think it's about time we take a look and see if our baby separator is gonna work here now. We did go ahead and pause our crusher just in case it pulls over the adults, because that we don't want to do. So we start it and look at that, it pulls over our baby. We pause, start running this, it's gonna start pulling over all the babies, and we're gonna also then pause that real quick. So now we can actually turn this back on, and oh, look at that, takes care of the babies like right away. Like we got loot crate and some experience. Well, all right, we're back. Well, we finally figured it out. It looks like we definitely do get the solidified experience from basically our mob crusher. So what we had to actually do is kind of set up a little bit of a goofy little setup here. So our solidified experience comes in here. Did grab a whole bunch of it from our mob masher from downstairs. We run it into this fluid tank from Ender IO, which basically turns it into liquid XP. And then behind there we got some fluid conduit, running it into our fluid dictionary converter. And so here we got it saying take the liquid XP and turn it into essence, which then gets pumped into this drum, and then the drum runs it up over here to our mob duplicator. So with everything running, other than we're gonna have liquid experience probably coming into here that we're gonna want to run back actually into that chest, we should be able to just turn this on, step back, and it should once we put in our baby skeleton, we threw some baby skeleton. He was our willing candidate from downstairs, so now we should be getting some. Oh, it's paused. Look at that. Spawns them, kills them. We're getting a whole bunch of different kind of drops. I mean, it's going. It's running really good. We're gonna go ahead, pause this thing, because it looks like looks like our conduits maybe not set up correctly down here. So you need to be extracting items always. And you should be going into this chest. So we're gonna get a lot of different stuff. Some of it being some solidified experience that we can then just go ahead throw back in here, like one of our fluid conduits got in there. But yeah, so in other words, I mean, it's a little bit of a goofy setup. We'll probably get some conduits and, you know, or some not conduits, but some facades. It's facades. Cover some things up a little bit, but I mean, just remember, fluid tank, turn the solidified fluid ore dictionary from the liquid XP to essence. You can run that in here. We'll probably set up some sort of wireless redstone, just so we can turn things on and off when we I suppose we got the door. We don't really need that, but we got experience floating around. Why do we have experience floating around? That see, now I'm confused. Now that shouldn't be turning into solidified experience. Then I don't know. I think it's kind of strange, but that'll be it. That's our for the most part, the second part of our cows with our animal baby separator into our mob crusher. And you know, we got plenty of essence now. I mean, this drum has got almost 100 buckets in it already, and we have a whole lot of solidified experience downstairs. So now all we need to do, make some more of these mob imprisonment tools, go find some mobs that we want to duplicate, and start grinding them up. So I hope you enjoyed our little episode here. Hopefully if you guys do need some help with how to switch things around with different kinds of fluids, that it helps you as well. But other than that, go ahead, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, give it also a nice big old ring the bell on there. That way you guys will help out the channel and be informed of the next time videos decide to go up. Should be pretty often. I also did go ahead and I have 16 bone white chicken here, so we're gonna grab those guys. We're gonna get a whole bunch of bone meal, and we're going to get this farm running. Hopefully we can get a nice backlog of basically some wheat down here to keep our cows upstairs going. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time.